I'm Alex Bastos. I'm head of Open Innovation and Ventures, and I pretty much work in science and technology for the food industry. I'm also a very proud father of two teenagers, a boy, 15 years old, and a girl, 13 years old. I see STEM education very much as problem solving. And I think getting the critical thinking early enough with our children and teenagers, this is super important as part of their education and their view of the world. Systematic thinking, integration into problems, looking at issues in a holistic basis. I think this is really something that we should do more and more in schools and universities and so on. Yes, when I think about the skills, I can think about, first of all, which is very important, is listening. Trying to understand problems, try to understand where the issues are. The second thing is about breaking down those problems and start thinking about the solution. Also collaboration, working with others and the integration to the system and what kind of methods they need to define to test the solutions. I think these are some of the skills that will be important, and STEM can be very much a contributor there. I think the main barrier is really awareness. The more people are aware of what STEM is and how they can apply skills developed through STEM education, they will be more open. So people normally think about mathematics or maybe digital, but even like in my case, there's also food science and technology. And interesting enough, we actually see a lot of women there that they discover this space where can apply STEM, principles and skills, and it's fun, it's interesting, and of course, you directly contribute to society. Well, first of all, is myself being here. So as an individual that sees the challenge and the gap, is about contributing to create the awareness. The other things companies could do is get closer to that age group, and again bring awareness in terms of visits to the campus, showing what we do. And when we have these future days where we bring all the children into the companies where their parents work, this is our chance to increase awareness. And normally, when they come to the company I work for, they are very enthusiastic, and it's a complete new field. And again, it is within STEM. I think one of the easiest ways is, improving the awareness by opening the doors for people to come and understand what's done there. It's certainly AI and digital in general. Of course, also robotics, but I would say the biggest one is AI. The applicability of AI is so broad, and I think this is going to impact many industries. People look at AI mostly in terms of creating more efficiency, and this may attract people to come into do more STEM education and prepare people for that space. But if you think about creativity and discovery, AI will help the world even more. So I think this is one of the main trends we see today. My advice is visit companies, try to understand, try to spend a day with professionals, see what kind of problems they are solving, what kind of solutions they are bringing to the world. Think about the impact, be curious. I think this is super important. Sometimes it may sound difficult and maybe too much challenging going into a STEM education and in that space, but people will be impressed and actually very much happy when they understand that it's a lot of fun and a lot of realization there. So my recommendation is be curious, go to the companies and try to understand more about what STEM is. My advice to parents is, where do you want to see your children in the future? And again, and I'm insisting on the problem solving, which is essentially the core of STEM education, and that capability you actually build in your children. I think it's quite interesting, to think about, the proudness of and the happiness of your children as soon as they start creating something new or solving problems. So my recommendation is really to understand how those skills actually will build not only for a specific profession, but even beyond, as them as citizens of the world. The most important message is, the world is full of problems. We see problems every day. We see problems everywhere. We are lacking solutions. And I think this is where STEM is a main contributor, to the world. We are working with science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and this is all about solving problems. It's quite fulfilling when you are in that space and when you can contribute to the world by solving some of the problems out there. That's my main message here, and that's my incentive for people to go after STEM education, because you can be a problem solver, you can create difference, and you can create impact in the world.